Hello, guys. How are you? How's everybody? We are going
يا
to
ريت لو كان good.
great. Today we're doing two more nonfiction writing genres. We're going to do the news report and the biographies. So when we do biographies, it's going to be very similar to the autobiography as well. Most of you have already written some news reports, definitely, and biographies, right? Who here hasn't? Ah, okay, cool. But I think most of others did, right? Right. Let's start first with the news report. The news report is basically like an article that you can read in a newspaper. Okay, it's like the news. Usually, the news are gonna be about something new, which is like an accident. Usually, something not very good, right? Something negative, not something positive. Um, so to begin with, let's talk about if an accident happened. Yes, Esir? Is your microphone not working or what?
It's working.
Okay,
I couldn't hear you at first, but then I left
it
and I
works now.
joined again. And I still didn't hear you, and then I left again. And then I joined again, and then I can hear you.
Great. Okay, awesome. Again, the news report is basically like an article, guys. It talks about something new that has recently happened in the past. So definitely we'll use the past tense, right? While reporting it to others
I
to
cannot
read
see your
about it.
screen.
I didn't share the screen yet. Yes, I'm just explaining what we'll take today. So while explaining or sharing this story with others, the news story with others, you will have to write in the past tense. Of course, use formal language because this is the news, right? You're also going to probably use some direct speech, which is quotations by the witnesses, the people who saw the accident or the incident that happened. Okay. What else is there for the news report? Definitely, you're going to have to write your name, the person who wrote the report, like that's called the byline. And there is something else which is called the date line. So there is a byline and a date line for the news report. The date line is not very important, it's optional. It's one of the features, you can write it, but it's just optional, right? But the byline is very important, you cannot miss it. So under the title, you have to write by, then write your name, okay? Or write any fake name, it doesn't really matter. Adam, do you have a question?
Yes, that's in a news report, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the news report. I'm just introducing it to you, and then we'll read the features and then a sample, and we'll try to write one ourselves. Okay, great. I'm going to now share. But my voice is clear. Everything is clear so far, right?
Yes, sir.
Great,
Yeah.
awesome. We're going to now read first from page number 70. 70 is it? It's actually 71. No, sorry, page 70. I'm going to share the screen with you now. Okay, great. Page 70. Okay, Adam, we get it.
What
Over here.
كلام again.
So, guys, these are the news report features. First, we should start with a short, bold headline. What does this mean? So, your headline or the title should be short. Shouldn't be too long of a headline. It should be straight to the
And
point.
bold, like,
A bold headline
what is
means,
the meaning of bold?
yeah, it's clear. It should be clear and to the point, accurate. Something probably shocking. If there's an accident, make it a shocking title. And I'll show you some samples of this. All right? So the headline or the title should be short and bold. Type. Second feature is
Who is
details.
bad emojis?
Okay, so second is details of what, who, where, or when. You have to give some certain details of what happened, where did it happen, when did it happen, and who did it. Like if there is, for example, let's say a truck accident. Okay, a truck has has entered into a gas station, and the brakes of the truck stopped working, and it
A
just
plane
killed
crashed
like,
into the wall.
yeah, it just maybe ran into or crashed into a couple of cars. Nobody died, but there were some injuries. So you'll have to mention what happened, which is a truck accident.
A
Where
plane
did it
crashed
happen?
into
In
the.
the gas station, right? When you'll have to provide the date and say who was injured, like people, yeah, people passing by or people waiting in the cars, etc. Okay, and then after that, let me just explain the features first, and then if you have any
All right.
questions, you can ask. Okay, there should be engaging,
I
emotive.
can't see the screen.
You can't see the screen. So you're lagging. Actually, you're shorting out, Acer. So probably just join from another device because I can't properly hear you. Maybe it's your internet connection. I hope it's not mine, but yeah, it's not mine. So there should be engaging.
Actually, I remembered that I took it. So I took it.
Great, awesome, awesome. Yeah, we're revising anyway. So of course, I told you right at the beginning. Most of you have already written news reports and biographies before. Okay, so engaging, emotive, exciting language. So you have to provide some exciting, emotive language that will make the reader feels as if he's watching this incident right in front of him. Okay. We should also provide some facts and opinions, some facts about what happened, where it happened, etc., and opinions about who should take responsibility for this. Direct and indirect speech, I've told you about this when we need to add some quotations by the witnesses, the people who have seen the incident themselves. Yes, Nadine, you have a question?
Yeah, it also could have pictures like about
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, but we just use this for the non-chronological report, but you're not gonna do this in checkpoint test. There's no space dedicated for drawing. I know when you took it in class, like before that, in like a couple of years ago maybe or something at school, you were asked to draw something. I know, but in checkpoint test, we're not asked to draw anything, just to write. Okay, because it's a very like time condensed test. The test actually gives you just 30 minutes to write, so that's not enough time to draw, right? There's no time to draw.
In these questions,
Okay.
30 minutes in reading and 30 minutes in
Exactly.
writing.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So the last one is quotations by the witnesses. Remember that you have to give some indirect speech, some direct speech, and the quotations of the witnesses who have seen the accident or the incident themselves. Now, we'll move back to, move forward to page 79. Let's move forward to page 79. So this is the news report, or sometimes called article, okay? So it's like news report / article. Okay, so what is a newspaper report? A newspaper report is a news story that's found in a newspaper, okay? The purpose is to provide the readers with information about what's happening in the world, something that has recently happened. A single newspaper report will usually focus on a specific event that has just happened, something that has just happened. All right? Okay, starting first with the headline. How should the headline or the title look like? Okay, the headline is very important. The most important like part of your newspaper report is like the headline and the first paragraph. This will really show the teacher who is correcting your test how good of language that you have employed in your article. Okay, so the headline or the title of the story is designed to summarize the story. It should sum up everything in that story. It should be short and snappy, grab the reader's attention, interesting. I'll show you some samples in a bit. The key features of this headline, please focus on this, okay, to write a good title. First, it needs to be short and snappy, which can sometimes mean missing non-essential words like the, a, or to, okay? You can miss some of these words and that's okay. It needs to be eye-catching. What does eye-catching mean? Which can be achieved by using rhyming words. Alliteration, rhymes. Okay, or even pun, something funny. The third, it should be written in the third person. Okay, right, by using third person because you're just a reporter, you're not included in that accident, you weren't there yourself. Okay, let's have a look at this. Write a maximum of 6 words for a headline. So that's like the maximum amount of words, 6 words, maximum. Use the present tense. So let me highlight for you the stuff that are important. So it's gonna be of a maximum of 6 words. Okay, present tense. Use the active verbs, not the passive ones. You of course remember the difference between active and passive. Okay, so I want Maha, can you read this title?
Mountain goat kills hiker.
Mountain goat kills hiker. That's very suspicious, right? We would want to know how a mountain goat, a goat, kills a hiker. First of all, it's a short one. It's a short title. Second of all, it uses the present tense, kills. And third of all, it uses an active verb, not passive one. Okay, guys? Is this clear? Like, avoid using articles in the headline. Like, it wasn't, like, this one is not going to be the greatest title, like, because it has a and the, right? We should drop these. Okay? Avoid conjunctions. The conjunctions are the linking words, like fanboys and stuff. Substitute them with a comma or a semicolon instead. Use a colon if you want to be more elaborate, like if you want the title to be more specific, so you want to provide more details, then put a colon and then continue writing. Is that clear? Is it clear so far for everybody?
Yes.
So basically, make it short, guys. Try to use the present tense. Use active voice instead of the passive voice. Okay. You can use alliteration. So alliteration is like resuming of class would be crass. Class and crass, right? Okay, you can use puns. A pun is like a funny joke. Like, long time no see. Can you believe it? Right? So,
No.
yeah. So this is a pun. You can also use powerful vocabulary choices like small town plummets into darkness. The word plummets means fall to their death. It means it has been destroyed. That's like another word for saying to say destroyed. Okay. Declarative. The declarative is it's like dust haze settles over city, just like a normal sentence, a statement, or a rhetorical question. When is enough enough? Okay, that's like not a real question. You can also use exclamation, like with the exclamation mark, and all caps, like all capital letters. It's all over. So all of these are ideas for great headlines or titles. Just try to keep it simple, like the ones I have told you about here. Use the maximum of 6 words, use active voice, use the present tense. That's it. Just avoid a, an, or the, or the prepositions. Next step, under the headline, okay, under the title, you're going to write the byline. What's a byline? It tells you who have written this article or this news report by Amy Richards. Okay? So the journalist or the reporter who has written the report. An example of byline like by John Smith. Okay? Third thing, I told you I'm gonna skip the dateline. It's not because it's optional, it's not very important. Next is the lead paragraph. The lead paragraph is equal to the introductory paragraph. This is the introduction. The first paragraph, okay, after the headline and the byline. We call it the lead paragraph. What's in the lead paragraph? the important first sentence or opening paragraph that summarizes the story or answers as many as possible of the 5 W's. So it's the most important paragraph in your news story, and it must answer those 5 questions like who did what happened, where and when did it happen, and why, okay? And actually answer the H, like how. Just provide all of the information about what happened in that incident. Okay, if somebody was killed, died, something happened, somebody won a cup or like a competition, who and where were they? Key features of the lead paragraph, it needs to be short and snappy as well, just straight to the point, just tell, it's like a summary of the whole thing. Remember guys, in nonfiction, we used to do the summary in the last paragraph, right? But in the news report, it's flipped. Okay, it's like vice versa. We start first with the summary, and then most of the stuff will come later. It's opposite to what we've tried before, what we've learned before. So key features of the lead paragraph, it's short and snappy so that the message is portrayed clearly. You need to be clear to portray the message of what happens. You can achieve this by communicating your message in as little words as possible. Make it short, keep it short. And make sure it makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so the key features again should be it should explain clearly what has happened. Okay, it also stick to using the past tense because you're reporting a news report like a story that happened earlier in the past. Also use the third person. For example, like what has happened in your news story? Japan won the Women's World Cup. Okay, that's the event itself. Where was it? Okay, the finals. Who won? Japan. Why and how?
Mister,
Yeah. Yes.
لا حاضر.
Yeah.
we should use the 4 W's.
They're 5. Yeah. Yes. It's like
Sir, 4, how?
yeah, and there's when. Those 4 plus this one.
Oh,
Okay. Whatever you've got, you can use it. Now we move on to the body paragraph, which is gonna be the second paragraph and the ones that follow. Okay. Okay. Body paragraphs are the body like of the news report. Okay. It includes all of the details. Like remember, in the lead paragraph, what did we mention? The summary, right? In brief, we just wrote it in a very short, accurate way. Now we want more details. How will you provide more details? In the next paragraphs. So this one includes details of the news story and it should be split into paragraphs to help the reader digest the information. Each paragraph tells one part of the story. For example, paragraph 1 is the lead paragraph. This is the layout. Paragraph 2 is about the match. Okay. Paragraph 3 is about the penalty shootout. And paragraph 4 is what else they won. And yeah, the main body should contain facts and not personal opinions. So the body paragraphs include facts. Just provide more facts than opinions. It should be in chronological order. Who here remembers what's chronological order? Do you remember, guys?
Like firstly, secondly, thirdly.
Yes,
Time
by
order.
by using time order, like firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, etc. Good job. Type. The key features of the body. Go into as much detail as possible. You have to mention a lot of details about what happened. That's in the body paragraphs, like starting from the second paragraph till the end of your newspaper report. The most important information about the events should go first. So it goes this way. Let me just draw for you something here. It goes like this, guys. It's like an inverted pyramid. Probably you've seen this figure before. So we start with the most important stuff first. Like we have a lot of information to mention. We start with the most important first. Okay? And then after that, we go to the stuff that are less important. Okay? And then after that, we go to the stuff that are the least important. What does least important mean? Least important means it's like there's nothing less important than it. It's the least, the ones that don't really make an effect on what happened. Okay, start with the most important stuff first, less important, and then the least important. Okay, quotations are important too. They are references to the eyewitnesses. The eyewitnesses are the people who saw what happened, the people who were there, like who saw the match, who were in the audience, like who saw something happening, the event itself, the main event. So you'll have to use direct speech, okay? Or even sometimes use reported speech to share their opinions, okay? But use at least one quotation by an eyewitness. The tail. Okay, guys, the tail is the last. Okay, great. So the tail is the last paragraph, all right, which could be like the conclusion.
Mister,
Yeah.
can you let them stop the emojis because I can't focus?
Okay. All right. Didn't notice that.
Can I do it?
No. Thank you. And enough about this, guys, because it comes in the screen.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you. I'll actually probably. Oh, wait a sec.
Ben?
Yeah, but just try not to do this. Okay.
All right. I mean, I wasn't the one doing it.
Oh, it's blocked now. Now you can't use it.
Damn.
Mr. كده.
Okay, problem solved. So the tail is the conclusion, the last paragraph in the news report, and it sums up the story and brings it up to date. Like it tells you the updates of it. Like it tells you what has recently happened. For example, we're talking about the truck accident, remember? So you have told all of the information of what happened before, right? But what about now? What about the people in the hospital now? You have to mention how many people are in the hospital because of this, and what happened to the driver. Did he go to jail?
3,000.
Probably, yeah. Was he executed? I don't know. So you'll have to just mention what happens, like what are the updates and what's happening now regarding this news story, okay? It brings it up to date. So add any extra surrounding information and include links for where to find extra information about this topic. Okay. So mention for the tail, mention the current situation of the events or a prediction for the future. What do you think? Like, how do you think they should try to stop this from happening later on? Okay, this kind of truck accidents. Should they put in some more speed bumps? Maybe should they put more measures or restrictions or a new law?
Mr. What
Is it like a future plan?
Kind of. It just tells you what are the suggestions to avoid having the same problem again. Okay, so you
Mr. What
provide
is a
some more
speed bump?
suggestions. Huh?
What is a speed bump?
What's a what?
Speed bump.
A speed bump is like when you're driving a car in the street. There's like a bump
What
like
up?
this. Yes, you just have to slow down.
Okay.
Okay, that's a speed bump. Yeah. So, which tense do you think we should use in the tail paragraph, in the last paragraph? We should use the present tense or the future tense because you're talking about what could happen in the future, right? Or what's happening now? Like, how are those people doing? Yeah, and that's it. Now, let's read the sample and try to replicate it by writing a similar one to it. Just a sec.
What is this noise, Mr.?
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen again,
Mister,
but
why do you
I'm
look
gonna
like
tell you
that?
what page in the book to read from, okay, guys? Like this. Glad.
What?
Can you stop that, please?
What?
Mister, there's somebody
The mic won't
بتنفس in the
start.
mic.
Not anymore.
Mr.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I want you to use your books, open up page number 184. 184. In your books, page number 184.
$194.
184. You all got it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yes. All right. So let's recap again, starting with the headline, which is the title, that should be short and snappy and accurate, right? Should accurately reflect the content of the article. The byline, which is it identifies the author of the article, okay, the person who wrote it. Place line is optional, tells you the location of where this event happened, and the date line is also optional, tells you the date when this happened or when this article was published. The introduction, which is the lead paragraph, remember, it answers the 5 W's, like who did what happened, when, where, why, and how, and even the age. Okay, quotes and sources. The news reports should include quotations from sources like experts or eyewitnesses. What are eyewitnesses? اللي هو الشاهد اللي هو شاف accident, the person who saw the accident themselves, okay, who was there to witness the accident. It should be written in third person narration. You're telling, but you weren't there. You're telling about it, but you weren't there. Use formal tone because this is like in the news, right? It's in a newspaper. You're not writing for a friend. You can use some passive voice in news report when you get to the events that you don't know who did it. Okay, like if you tell about the car accident and we don't know who was responsible. Okay, you can say that the truck was driven very fast. We don't know who, like the killer or who is the criminal. Conclusion, which is the tail paragraph, it includes future predictions or procedures taken or a call to action, call for action, which means what should we do now to stop this from happening again. The tense usually is the past tense, but at the end, in the conclusion paragraph, you can use the present or the future tense. Use the inverted pyramid structure, remember, start with the most important stuff first, and then the less important stuff, and then the least important stuff. You try to imagine that you are a reporter. Let's write this. Okay, imagine you are a reporter covering a chaotic incident at the morning drop-off at an elementary school. Like you are a reporter and you are covering this incident or accident that happened at the morning drop-off when the parents drop off their kids at school. Okay, they're driving them and they're leaving at school. Your task is to write a newspaper report describing the event that took place. Use the details provided in the prompt, such as busy morning, the speeding car, the flashing lights, the reactions of the kids and the parents, the quick response of the crossing guards. The crossing guards are like the people who can help the students to cross the street. Highlight the significance of safety during school drop-off times. Okay? So this is how it should be written. You should write a snappy, short headline, a byline, and then a short lead paragraph, and then provide more details later. Okay, let's read this one. Chaos erupts at morning drop-off. What's the meaning of the first word, chaos? Chaos is like trouble, problems. Okay, erupts means it breaks out, happens suddenly. A lot of problems happened suddenly at the morning drop-off by Amy Kimberly. You have to provide the city name, like Cairo, for example, comma, and provide the date. This is also optional. They usually calm an organized morning drop-off at, and then you mentioned the school's name, okay, turned into chaos today as parents and buses rushed to drop off students. The incident occurred when a speeding car failed to stop for the flashing lights, causing panic among the kids, shock among parents, and quick action by crossing guards. So this is in brief what happened, right? We've told the reader that chaos happened. That means it's a problem that has happened where and when in the morning drop off at this school. What happened? The speeding car failed to stop, like it couldn't stop, so it crashed into something, or it was about to. All right, and then who was there? The parents, the kids, the crossing guards. Let's continue now. So we have mentioned the summary. So this is the lead paragraph. Okay, it has the summary. Great. The next paragraph is the first body paragraph. So all of the other paragraphs here are body paragraphs, except for the last one, which is like the conclusion, which we call it the tail paragraph. Remember? This one contains the conclusion and future expectation, like what we should do to avoid this in the future. Okay, what tense should we use now here in the body paragraphs? Is it the present or the past tense? What do you think, guys? Should I use here the present or the past tense in the following body paragraphs?
Past.
Usually the past tense, right? Because we are reporting something that has already happened. Okay, at school day, as the school day began, just a sec. Yeah, the school's entrance was a beehive of activity. That's an idiom. A beehive of activity, it's like where the bees live. They're always busy, okay? Everything is happening so fast. Parents were dropping off their excited children, buses were arriving, and the schoolyard was buzzing with energy. Everything was very energetic. However, the morning routine took a frightening turn when a car sped onto the school street, ignoring the flashing lights indicating a stop for a student drop-off. So the car driver didn't see the lights, that there was like a drop-off here, and they should slow down. The abrupt entry, so as you can see, these are details, right? We're beginning to say how it happened from the beginning. So this uses chronological order. That means time order. So this is like, firstly, this is the first action that happened. The abrupt entry of the vehicle, the sudden entry of the vehicle, of the car, caused it to brake hard, leading to gasps from the kids waiting on the sidewalk and shock among parents. Everybody was shocked witnessing this incident. Crossing guards, who are always vigilant, quickly sprang into action to ensure the safety of everyone involved. So they just went in around that car to stop it and to save everybody who was like around the car. So this is the second event, right? Okay, event number 2. And then we have got a quotation. Remember, this is one of the most important features of the news report. The safety of our students is our top priority, said the principal. You can say the principal's name. The school principal, yeah. We have clear guidelines in place for drop-off and pick-up to ensure a safe environment for everyone. It's unfortunate that some drivers do not adhere to these rules. Some drivers do not follow these
Mister.
rules. Yeah. You have a question?
But this is not the same news report that I took in school.
What do you mean? Maybe you
The other news report,
Yeah.
you have to write up the date and name
Didn't I
and
mention this,
everything.
guys?
Okay.
Adam, weren't you there when I mentioned this? Okay.
No,
again.
I was there.
طيب. Here's the
Adam,
name.
I mean,
It's okay.
Mister.
It's okay. It's okay. So
Can I go
first,
to the? Can I go and drink water?
not now. We'll have a break, but just
No.
like maybe 15 minutes. Okay, just wait. So first thing
Okay.
here, this is the the byline. This is the person who wrote the article, and I said the date,
Mister.
which is here, it's optional. You can write it or not write it. Yes.
We didn't write it.
Mister.
Can we use marks?
Okay, just a sec.
Okay,
Yes, Daniel.
I remember.
What does adhere mean?
Adhere it means to follow. Okay, the drivers didn't adhere to these rules. They didn't follow the rules. Nadine, you have any more questions?
Mister, I got it.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Mister,
Yes, yes, Anne.
if we didn't write the date in the checkpoint, will we lose marks?
No. That's what I'm telling you now. So, but you must write the byline. If you don't write the byline, you will lose marks. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's continue. Okay. The crossing guards immediately directed the kids back to the sidewalk, reassuring them and helping them regain their composure. Parents, visibly shaken by the incident, expressed their concerns about the need for increased awareness and adherence to safety rules during the drop-off times. They want more to like have more awareness among other drivers in this city. School officials, which are like the principals and people who work for school, are now working on reinforcing safety measures, like applying those measures or laws, and are considering additional measures to prevent similar incidents. See, you have to say how they're going to prevent this later from happening in the future. Parents are argued to follow the school's drop-off guidelines, ensuring the safety of all students during these busy morning hours. And at the end, the conclusion, which is the tail paragraph, this incident serves as a reminder for everyone involved to prioritize safety and follow established rules to maintain secure environment for the students of this school. And then you mentioned the name of the school of your choice, of course. So this sums up what happens and why this report is written. It's written because the writer or the author of this wants you to take care of this issue and not to like repeat it again, for it not to be repeated again. Awesome. We'll try to write ours now about a truck accident that happened in a gas station or like, yeah, cool. Or just in a street.
This is a car accident happened in a gas station. The car will hit the gasoline, then it will make a fire and وكل حاجة هتحرق.
No, it's a news report. It should be realistic a little bit.
Mister,
Okay.
can I blow up America?
Mister, look, in 187, we wrote the new Italian restaurant.
Yeah,
Right.
we wrote.
Mister, the plane hit the second
Like,
tower.
why don't you guys
Do I have to write my name in the byline?
your name? Yeah, definitely. But just use a generic name, like any name that will be like not suspicious.
Okay.
Okay. Find somewhere to write your article or your news report. Find an empty paper. You can write on the paper on the left if your book has one
Can I go?
blank page. You can use
Oh, the
any,
boards are so bad.
yeah, you can use any extra like paper that you have or any notebook that you have, okay?
Can I go get one?
Yeah, go get one. Actually, okay, I'm going to send you guys the link again to because like this meeting will end in like a few minutes. So let's take a break for like 3 minutes. I'll give you the link. Just join in and go take a break. We'll resume at 5:20, okay?
Okay, can I blow up America in the
Okay,
meantime?
okay.
I'm not racist.
All right.
They're
let's go
racist.
now.